And just quickly, before we get into news worth knowing, did you guys see the most incredible trend going around on South African TikTok this weekend? South Africans are posting videos of taxis that are, let's just say, you already know where we're going, let's just say, not in the best shape. And they're using the song Sobonani Emathuneni, sung by Sandisiwe Matamo and originally by the Lusanda Spiritual Group. And before watching this trend, you should know that Sobonani Emathuneni means we'll see each other at the graveyard. Let me see if you can spot why that song fits this trend. Oncoming traffic! Man, Sobonani Emathuneni. South African humor is unmatched. This is the undefeated spirit, the resilience of our country to find light in all of this wildness. This humor is why we are so funny as a nation. Can I please, there's a lot of heavy stuff to talk about in the country tonight. Can I just have one more? Just one more, please. They've left the graveyard and are meeting in heaven, people. They've already departed. I have an idea, okay? So what we're going to talk about now is pretty heavy. It's like hard to get through what's happened in the last week in South Africa. So let's keep a few Sobonani Emathuneni taxi videos lined up, and we will bring them in every now and again like an emergency break on the heaviness. Although most of those don't have any breaks. But we will bring them in when a big story gets a little bleak. All right, let's get into some news worth knowing. Thank you. Only one big story worth knowing about from the last week. The Minister of Basic Education, Siviwe Gwagube, visited a primary school in Boycott in Cape Town to hand over some newfangled invention that is basically a 3-in-1 backpack, suitcase, desk thing. The idea is that you can unfold it and refold it to turn it into a desk or a suitcase. The minister proudly handed over these contraptions to the school for their little school kids to use, like grade 1 to 3. That's like 6 to 8, 9-year-olds. Now, to be honest, I think it's a little weird to make kids bring their own furniture to school. Imagine being expected to carry your own office chair and desk into work every day and build the business yourself. That would not fly for adults. It's a little weird. So why for kids? Now, to be fair, defenders of the desks say they can be used at home and have little features to help studying. So that's cool. But the desk design is not why this story blew up last week. The reason why it blew up across the country is because the desks the minister proudly handed over to the school were sponsored by McDonald's. And when I say sponsored, they were literally painted red and had the McDonald's golden arches printed on them in large, like your grandmother can see that M without glasses. The logo was placed right where you would see it if you were using the desk, and you would see it if someone was wearing the thing as a backpack or pulling it as a suitcase. It's a billboard. It's a moving billboard carried around by children and made cute and memorable and wholesome by the kids using them, because apparently the Department of Basic Education can't provide something as basic as desks to schools. They made those kids look like Happy Meals, guys. There is more branding on those desks, more branding literally than on actual tables at McDonald's. Okay, I'm getting too worked up. We need to use the handbrake. Let's use the handbrake. Come on, Sobonani Emathuneni, the handbrake. Because in South Africa, gear sticks, optional. Optional extra. Okay, let's get back to this McDonald's desk story. This is insane in at least 3 ways. Firstly, forcing kids to have to be McDonald's adverts if they want a desk to learn is crazy. Second, it's McDonald's, guys. The face of fast food. The Super Size Me documentary, guys. The ultimate symbol of food that is bad for us. In a country where obesity rates are so high, but more importantly, in a country where malnutrition is so bad amongst children that many kids get literally physically and mentally stunted from lack of good food before they even reach grade 1. You know that joke about South African men being short? I'm not being deep. It's malnutrition. It's literally malnutrition. Kids are literally not growing as tall and their brains are not developing as quickly as they should because of malnourishment. That was a way bigger laugh line than I ever thought that moment would be. And the department handed kids over to be PR brainwashing for McDonald's. They're selling this as some kind of do-gooder, giving back, corporate social responsibility, generosity. But really, this is the cheapest, easiest, best marketing McDonald's will ever get. Look at all the press this has gotten. McDonald's paid far less for these desks than any marketing campaign they've ever done. And look at all the coverage they got. And the third way this is insane is the school that they allowed McDonald's to use is in boycott. For those of you who are not from Cape Town, boycott is a mostly colored, working-class Muslim area of the city center, which somehow managed to resist and survive apartheid forced removals, and since then has somehow managed to resist extreme capitalist money pressures and gentrification. The boycott community has proudly stood in solidarity with Palestinians against the horrific actions of the Israeli Defense Force in Gaza and the West Bank. McDonald's, on the other hand, has been boycotted the world over for its relationship with Israel. It's near the top of every single BDS list. I don't care. It honestly doesn't matter how you feel about Israel-Palestine. It's the fact that this was done in boycott. The Department of Basic Education gave McDonald's this PR opportunity in boycott. Cool. Okay, I need some more sobananima tuneni. Come on, guys. Calm me down. I just want to know if the driver was running behind the car or like, what's happening? What's happening? Okay, now, some South Africans are saying, this is about the McDonald's desks. Kids need to learn. Our education system is failing. We must take all the help we can get. If a big company wants to give money, we must thank them and take it. And I hear that argument. But there are many ways companies can donate and contribute without turning kids into billboards. We've already seen them. Many sponsorships happen with press releases, thank yous, even maybe small print on the donated items that acknowledge where they came from and who paid for them. And come on, guys. It's a fast food company. We're trying to get kids to eat healthy. There have to be limits to corporate advertising. What's next? Cigarette company branded school pencils? Alcohol company branded school water bottles? Bedding company desks, maybe? Oh wait, that already happened. That is real. Yo, give me another sobonanima tuneni, please. This story is too much for me. How are they breaking the speed limit and they're not, and then breaking it and they're not? That is some creative driving. Okay. Frankly, the Department of Basic Education shouldn't have to use corporate money to provide desks to kids to learn. I'm sorry, but what nonsense is this? A desk is so basic. There's no excuse, guys. If you can't, as a department, provide desks, maybe you shouldn't have the job that you have. Maybe you should resign and let somebody else try. The bar can't be the floor, people. It's not hurdles if it's on the floor. Again, kids can't be forced to choose between being free advertising for a massive company or not having a desk to learn on. And before you leap to blame one political party or another for this aberration, just remember a few things. One, the ANC has provided over this education disaster for 3 decades. But two, the Minister of Basic Education right now, who proudly handed over those desks, is a DA minister. This McDonald's madness is a GNU effort through and through. And we just need to hold politicians to a much, much higher standard than this. Okay, let's meet in the graveyard one more time because I just need to get this story out of my system. I don't even know what I was looking at, but I know it was wrong. It was like really, really wrong.